bacon was part of this. My world had bacon. Hey y'all, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad we came out again today. Today I had something really fun planned. I recently was doing some decluttering and searching around my house, and I found something kind of hilarious. It is the first ever draft of The Dawn of a Hero, but back then it was called The Dawn of the Knights. When I drafted it, I hand wrote it and then I typed it up and I printed it in a bound format, and I sent it off to a lot of friends and stuff, and would I ever do that again? No, probably not, but that's what I did. And this is the copy I made for my brother, and yeah, this is a huge blast from the past, and I thought, since I am about to start redoing my nature fantasy project, it would be kind of fun to go back and revisit my first ever fantasy and see like how things have changed. So yeah, this is just kind of going to be kind of a fun react video, and we will see what goes on. So anyway, first of all, very interesting title page. You know, I was really into formatting even back in the olden days of my writing. So anyway, this I must have done this when I was 16 because of the date on here. But yeah, I had the title page and then a nice table of contents. Yeah. So I was real into formatting back then, even then. Yeah, the introduction to The Dawn of the Blue Knight is, the country's name was Egglands at the time. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. So this is the introduction. The nightmare. That's the first chapter, the nightmare. So it's like the nightmare scene. Lots of scene breaks. Lots of those. Oh, yeah, because I didn't know how on earth to do italics, I did underline. Yeah, bacon was part of this. My world had bacon. I don't even like bacon now. I know that's horrifying, but I don't even like bacon. Yeah, that was a food group then. Oh, and then the next chapter is a horrible nightmare come true. Yeah, so we had a nightmare, and then it comes true. Yeah, that's chapter 2. Let's see. Again, lots of scene breaks there. Terrific. In case you think I'm worried about people stealing this, I'm not, because it's trash, but you know, it's fine. Also, I do appreciate the ginormous font. I do appreciate that quite a lot. Again, I have, this is great. So it's a, not only is it, I don't know if it's going to focus or not, it's underlined and all caps. So that's great. Actually, some of this did kind of stay a little bit. Like, the interesting thing about how I revised it up to the point where I stopped continuing with it is a lot of the bare bones are still the same. The writing is, I hope, much better, but some of the bare bones are still the same. There's a lot that's changed, namely POV, and it's broader. The writing is a lot more mature as far as the tone, and but like there's still some of this, you can still see where it came from in terms of its origin story. So I do appreciate that. But oh goodness, oh I forgot about that. Oh, I totally forgot about that. So I was into writing Elvish. I don't think I can get this to zoom, but that is Elvish writing. That's my actual handwriting. So I took a picture of that, I guess, or scanned it in and then pasted it into the document. But yeah, I don't think I would have been allowed to actually publish this. Because that would probably be a copyright error, but who knows. Also, I made sure that all of the new chapters started on the right page for some reason. So there's lots of blank pages with nothing but, you know, the header. Yeah, so this is kind of hilarious. Like, I still stunk at description. Like, that is entirely dialogue. There's like no description in those 2 pages right there. Yeah, terrific. That hasn't changed much. I'm still working on that. That is still something my betas have to work with me on, is dealing with the fact that I'm not great at adding description, and I need to work on that. So they tend to get drafts full of just dialogue, and yeah, that's about it. And internal dialogue and not much description, so glad to see things haven't changed all that much. Good to know. Oh, and then there's the smooth talking jerk. He hasn't changed much. He's still a piece of trash. Oh, wow. Oh, I totally forgot about this. Okay. Oh, this is terrible. I totally forgot about this. I didn't... Oh, goodness. So essentially my main character at the time had dreams from her parents, who she barely knew because they died when she was an infant. And if they were trying to give her a sign or something of what to do in the future. Wow. That didn't keep in the book, in the final, like, most recent draft. That's not there. I totally forgot about that. Wow. This is wonderful. Oh, and then I have a part 1 and part 2 of the rescue. It's a two chapter rescue. Terrific. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So all in all, that entire book was 85 typeset pages with giant font. Lots of blank pages so that my chapters would all start on the right side. Yeah. This is interesting. Oh. That's okay. So some of the chapters have underlining under the title, or title of the chapter, and then some of them do not. Don't know why that is. I think this was about 10 years ago, so that is interesting. Actually, I think it's only one chapter that has underlining. That's what it looks like. Alrighty. Yeah, so this was an interesting journey here. Not a great one, but, you know, it was. But it is nice to see that, you know, looking back, I know I've made progress in terms of writing, in terms of formatting, and in terms of just overall the craft of being an author. But what else is encouraging is the fact that, looking back, I can see the roots here. This is, it's very obvious that I even then had the skills that I needed to become an indie author, even though they were rough, they were not finished, they were not polished by any means. Like, my formatting skills were clearly not polished, but they're there, and it's obvious that they're there. So that's incredibly encouraging to see that there. And so I want to kind of encourage you in this, in that you might struggle seeing whether or not you will actually be able to become an author or have what it takes to become an author. But the reality is, if you keep practicing, you keep working, you will get better. If you keep studying the craft, you will improve. And even now, if you look at your life and your skills right now, you might be able to see the roots developing for something that will be much, much greater and much bigger, and something that you can hone into something incredible. Was this a well-written, well-formatted book? No. But it is the root of what became my business, what became my author journey, and I'm very proud of it. And it's really incredible to see that younger me has what it takes to become me now as a published author with 5 novels and 1 short story collection. Yeah, and a business owner. You know, I run a publishing company. That's pretty cool. And I had what it takes even back then to do that. Maybe not perfect, not complete, but I had a start there. And so I want to encourage you that if you are struggling with confidence right at the moment, or you're wondering whether or not you have what it takes, you might have signs of roots right now in what you're doing right now that will grow into what you hope to become. And that's, as Gandalf would say, and that is a very encouraging thought. So yeah, that's what I would like to leave you with today. It's just a little bit of encouragement. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I hope we can hang out again sometime soon, but until then, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye!